Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown. This could be my last video, but we'll see, because a lot of shit is about to go down soon. You can tell I just took a shower. Um, yeah, a lot of shit is going to go down very, very soon. All you have to do is get prepared and get ready. From April 8th and beyond, things are just going to completely change. Literally, it's just going to completely change. And a lot of people don't see it, or don't want to see it, or can't see it. But again, let those people think that way. You know, I even was talking to my mama about it. My not the cosmic mom, but my mom, my my avatar mother, basically. But my I was telling my mom about this, but you know, my mom's like freaking out and shit like that. But I literally told my mom that if I'm not worried, you shouldn't. You know? So, seriously. But everyone wants to listen to these elites. You know? These elites will always lie to you until the day they die. They would never tell you the truth of who you are. That's why what's going to happen to the planet is going to happen to the planet. Okay? This whole bunch of bullshit of lies needs to end. And it will end. It's going to end very soon. Alright? And the stuff that they're talking about from April 8th and beyond and stuff like that, the stuff that will happen is going to happen. Alright? I've been talking about it a lot in this channel for years. And now we're about to be there. Alright? Some people might be still spectacle about it, but no one's not paying attention within, or pay attention at the cosmos at the end of the day. They just wanna listen to what the elites have to say and then live their own life. And then automatically they act like they're a smart ass because they think that they're smart or they're in the know, but they don't know shit. They don't know shit. Those people are going to look like stupid too. They're going to have egg on their face. A lot of people are going to have the egg on their face. Watch. Seriously. But, not this book. The other book that I have. So, I'm already getting my book bag ready. You know. Mainly because, like I said before in my other video, once you see these creatures coming from the ground and attacking these wicked ones, we gotta, buck up. Because if they're gonna fight, we're gonna have to either join them eventually, or join them when they're about to do it. It's up to you, brothers and sisters. Seriously. It's up to you. Now, if you feel like you can't do it, then don't do it. Not to say you can't be with your family and all that stuff, of course. But if you know what our body molecular structure is going to change into, they'll be fine. And plus, they're going to get knowledge from the cosmos anyways. Our whole mindset is going to change. Alright? And there's a reason for that. Okay? So a lot of people around here know what's happening. And then there's, like I said before, there's other people that know what's happening, but there's other people that don't. And then there's other people that are in between that think they know what's happening, but they really haven't even scratched the surface because they refuse to see the spiritual realm. Mainly because their excuse is saying, well, I don't see it, so what the fuck does it matter? That's their mindset, and that's why they can't go very far. They can't. You have to push yourself to that imagination, to that to expand your mind and everything like that. How are you going to expand your mind if all the things you're going to look at here is just bullshit? That's not the way to live. That's not the way to live. If you want to live that way, go right ahead. But then once you're 6 feet under, or going to be 6 feet under, you're going to realize or think to yourself, what the fuck else am I, what I don't know? That once I am dead, I will know. You know? If that makes sense. But, I want to show you guys my, plush monsters. I've showed you guys these before. But I'm showing you them again because, these are the monsters that we are going to see. You guys are going to see creatures like these, alright? And some of them look familiar, obviously. But, overall, you're gonna see different types of beings around here. So let me turn the camera here. Show you my plush monsters here. So I'm also gonna take these books with me and put them in the book bag and stuff like that. But again, anything happens, you know. I trust in the Mama Cosmos and everything like that. So always pay attention to nature and stuff like that. So this is the symbol that they showed in Final Fantasy, World of Final Fantasy. This is like the monster logo thing, and I made my own one here. And then I made this one showing what it actually looks like between the bond of the monster or the creature with the bond of the person that they're with, basically. So that's kind of like the symbol for that. And these are my plush monsters, basically. You all guys already know about Korra, alright? You guys know about her. And this is what originally she used to look like. And if you look at the game Shin Megami Tensei, go on Google and put Shin Megami Tensei Poltergeist, and you're gonna see a creature that almost looks the exact same thing. And I did not even know that until I played Shin Megami 5, and I saw a creature like that. I saw like a monster like that, and you can evolve it, and it becomes like a woman, basically like that. Which it's kind of funny because you know these wicked ones, they know what they're doing, basically, you know, because they take your stuff and stuff like that. So this is what she looks like now. She looks more of if you play or you know the game of Neo Automata, she almost looks like that a little bit, but different. And then we got Chucky here. Literally, I have him right here. You know, so that's another plush monster that I have here. Then another one is Godzilla. You know, these are all plush monsters at the end of the day, guys. Kind of like Pokemon and stuff like that, and the Shin Megami monsters and the Final Fantasy monsters and stuff like that. Or you could say that in Final Fantasy, let's see, you could say in Final Fantasy the summons are the real monster trainers, because the summons summon creatures, monsters, and stuff like that. So it's really cool. So basically, you're almost like a summoner. You know, over the years, I've grown to what is it? I've grown to basically, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember the freaking word right now. Like it felt familiar, basically. It resonated. It just resonated with me. I don't know why I couldn't think about that word right now. All right, so moving on. You got Martha here. Made her, and then Mickey, and then we got a Naga, a plush Naga. Again, going back, these are all plushies. I didn't want to repeat myself, but I just wanted to make sure people know what the heck I'm talking about. Then I have a plush of Thoth, because that's pretty badass and cool, to be quite honest with you. Then I have a slime monster plush. Then obviously this was like inspired by a Cuphead, but this is Axelhead, since he has an axe and everything like that. You know, and remember, everything that we have drawn, guys, is real. All right, don't forget about that. I even made a Undertaker rabbit. You know, I have a plush of that. This is basically inspiration from like I went deep into my core, basically, and what resonated with me with this one is the rabbits that you see in Pinocchio, because in the Pinocchio book, you see the rabbits and they're just like Undertakers and shit like that. They all black and stuff like that. But I saw a YouTube video. If you guys went to my community channel and you saw the Joker face with the 88 on it, look at that video. Look at that video if you haven't. There's a reason why I put it in my freaking community channel. There is a reason for that. Mainly because of this. I drew it right here. Hold on, let me. Okay, hold on. Don't want to make it mess here. So, you have a rabbit right next to the dog stall, the Celia stall. You have a rabbit and then a boat. So, in that video about the 88 and stuff like that, and then the sacred clown in a way, they show a dog, which is also in the movie of It, and all that, and then you have a rabbit, because in a star constellation, you have a boat right next to a dog, and then also a rabbit. If you look at the star constellation, so it's like, huh, kind of weird. And then it's funny too because the rabbit symbolizes a lot of things. Down the rabbit hole, Alice in Wonderland, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of connections here with the Heyonka and these three things. That's why I even wrote it down here: the dark star, the brighter star, the number 88, and then right here clown, the clown. You got Nephilim, Heyonka, sacred clown. Obviously, like I said before, with the whole thing, blackface, dementia shows, and then the modern day clown. Basically, that's what these are. I made a whole thing about it and YouTube video if you guys want to see it. So I even made pictures of it. I even made pictures of it that you can see in my community channel anyways if you're new and stuff like that. The ones that seen it, you guys seen it. So I don't have to go deep into that. So let's continue on with my plush monsters. Excuse me, sorry. Maybe from what I was eating yesterday. I got Spider-Man as a plushie. Again, some of these stuff, the reason some of these stuff for my plush monsters, like Mickey Mouse and Godzilla and Mothra and stuff like that, is because they always resonated with me, but I always told myself too that wouldn't it be cool if you can literally have a plush monster that is a creature that resonates with you or something like that, but these beings are real at the end of the day. They came from somewhere, and what's it called? And these wicked ones saw you summoning these type of creatures, basically. They saw you doing these stuff. So that's why they wrote everything down. That's why they put things on that's why they wrote things down, obviously, and they put them in comic books and all that, and they make movies out of it. So you guys gotta pay attention to that. Cause what is it? I didn't say this in my Godzilla X-Con video. I didn't say this, but I totally forgot to say this. Everything that Godzilla did in that movie is what I did in the Astro Realm. Godzilla does like a nuclear pulse in that movie, and I'm over here like, that is what I did in the Astro Realm. Like the whole scene when Godzilla's grabbing radiation to feed on. Once you see that scene, and then jets are flying after him and shooting at him, and then he does that pulse, I'm over here looking at it like, I did that shit in the Astro Realm. And these motherfuckers took it. And I know because I did that shit before this movie came out. I did that shit like months ago. Months ago before this movie was even announced. So they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. But a lot of people around here are not seeing it. And then people going to look at you like you're a crazy motherfucker. Well, that's too fucking bad. Sooner or later, the people that think that we are crazy are going to look at us and be like, what the fuck else we're being wrong about? And why I haven't listened to you at all. It's because you want to be that way. And that's not my fault. We told you what's going to happen. We told you what's going to go down. And none of you guys don't want to believe it. And some of you guys want to scream racism or some shit like that just because you think a certain species should not die. Because you say so. Even though they had countless history of destroying shit. And yet you still want them to still be here? What? How does that make sense? And then some of us will want us to be like, oh no, we just gotta figure out how to, be friends and shit like that. And they're not even looking at the fucking goddamn pattern. Because they're fucking stupid. They rather not look at the pattern. Because once you look at that pattern, they automatically will literally tell you, oh, you're looking in too deeply. Because they don't want to look in too deeply. They just want to live their fucking life and be fucking goddamn dumb. That's not my fucking fault. That's not my fucking fault. That's their fault. So continue on with these plushies. Sorry about that, guys. But you have Howard the Duck. I made Howard there. Another plush monster. And Scully. Yo, remember remember when I told you remember when I showed you the Star Monster from Shin Megami in my about saying that the moon is not fake plus monsters that will show? A long time like I mentioned before in that video, I literally could see a star, and I named him, what is it, Starman, right? Yeah, Starman. And I saw the star right there. I could literally see the outline of the being of the star, and then I see his eyeball in the middle. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, holy shit. And then all of a sudden he's just hanging out with me and shit like that. And didn't do anything. He was just, he thought it was cool to hang out with me and shit like that. And I was just like, wanna be my plush monster, I guess? And they wanted it, They were like, yeah, it'd be cool to it'd be cool if you can summon me and stuff like that. Or I could be right by your side kicking these motherfuckers' asses, So, and obviously, Kara, my first plush monster, she always makes sure. She's always on top of that shit. She's always making sure that all these other plush monsters are not going to do anything that they have to. But then I told her that some of these plush monsters I think about, and sometimes they come inside my heart and my mind, and then it just happens. Because we manifest these beings, right? That's why sometimes people have to be careful what they manifest. Because you probably can manifest something crazy if you get really angry, and then you just manifest something, and then some portal opens, and then you just let out fucking Thanos. Just saying. Or Cthulhu and shit. Sometimes that might come out of our bodies, instead of just a random portal happening in front of us, if we get angry. But it would make sense if it came out of our bodies anyways. So, kind of like what you see in, what's that show called? Umbrella Academy, when you have that Asian boy, Ben. He uses, like, portals inside his body, and then he has, like, a Cthulhu monster that gets out of him and shit like that, and destroys shit. So, they're already telling you that some of our people do that shit. Almost kind of like when you look at the movie The Thing. The Thing is basically based on us. If you really think about it. And then people want to point out, but how come they can die from fire and shit like that? I'm like, it wouldn't be a movie. It would just be an unstoppable force that can never die. Basically, like a horror movie. You know how horror movies are. Jason keeps coming back, Chucky keeps coming back. Yeah, that's about us. That's about us. But moving on. When I saw Scully for the first time, I literally saw him when I was eating one day, and I saw him in a bench. And he was just like jumping around and shit like that. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? And we started hanging out a bit, and we just had this bond. We just had this chemistry. Like, we started laughing about a lot of stuff, and just random stuff, basically. And I was just like, I think I have a new monster plush here, because it's one of those things that how could I explain it? It's one of those things that when you see an outline of a being and stuff like that, and you see them coming in, you just know something is about to happen. Obviously, there's so many shit that I've seen in my lifetime that I'm just like, damn, no one's not gonna probably believe me with that one. But it does not matter, as long as I know what it is, And Scully is my 14 plush monster. The 13 one that I didn't talk about is a great Anu Naga serpent. So I have a Naga, but I got another Naga serpent. This one's more like what is it? Conzilla like, basically. See? I have two of them like that, one like that, and then this one like that. And then go back here. Here's Starman right here that I mentioned earlier. Then my spirit animal, Panda Tisk. Now this spiritual animal that I had, these wicked beings destroyed it, and eventually, I have no idea how they did that shit, but eventually I just brought him back into a plushie. I don't know. I have no idea how I did that. To be quite honest with you, I was young at the time, basically, and still learning all of this shit. And Panda Tisk has been around for a long, long time, and then eventually he was gone. And then I was like, nah, man, I'm bringing this motherfucker back. I don't care. And I brought him back. He's a plush monster now. Then I have Mega G as a plush monster, because why not? If you're gonna have Mothra and Godzilla, why wouldn't you have the robot version of Godzilla? No, I don't have Khan, because I'm not planning to have Khan as my plush monster. Then Starman, like I talked about. And then another frog. This reminded me of like those old video games when you have like a frog, but he's like a knight and stuff like that. So I always thought that was cool. And then this one, Octo King. I met the Octo King before, in a dream, and he was trying to get into my world basically because I was in my own place basically, and some giant octo, some giant fucking octopus, basically, literally was poking on, like, it's almost like he was poking on glass. He was like poking on my where I was at. And I'm all like, why he's poking it like it's glass, even though there's no glass around you. You can literally pop in if you wanted to. But no, he was like this, trying to push in and push in, but he couldn't push in. And I drew him really good. I should have a picture of him somewhere in here. If I can't find it, guys, I can't find it. But I feel like I have. I'll show you it. I drew him even better detail when I first saw him. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this is around here. I even drew when I first had a dream about these Cabal motherfuckers. I remember, I don't know if I ever told you about this dream, but I was in the Lincoln Memorial basically, and his feet rose up like a freaking like a garage, and I went down, and then you see like a baby here, and then all these motherfuckers are like lining up basically, and then there's like one head motherfucker that I couldn't even see his face, but he was wearing like a tie and shit like that. So, and then right here, you are the chosen one, even if we wanted to kill you. If you want to kill you. So, yeah. That shit is old. Did I even date it? I don't think I did date it. Well, it says here from 2018, so maybe it's the same thing right here. We're moving on. Again, this is when I had Panda Tisk. This is what he used to look like. Now, he doesn't look like that anymore. Then I was right next to him and stuff like that. So, I also had a dream about this too. A long time ago, back in 2018, I had a dream about this. And some goddess woman gave me like a coral leaf or something like that, you know, with berries on it, and she put it on top of my head. That's why I saw it in one of my dreams. So, you guys gotta, talk about that. Oh, and here's some other monsters I have drawn, but I never put them as my plush monsters. I've just seen these creatures before. Look at that. A flying pig with bat wings, like a demon type of thing. I've been drawing this thing since I was in high school. Almost like a mage type of creature. Kind of like you see in Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, it's Tom Berry. Right here. It's a Tom Berry. Then a wolf that I made. A mummy. And an angry cloud bat. Then there's a bomb. A vampire. Then zombie. There's the different types of it. And shy ghosts. An eye. Then you got the grays, obviously. Then a spider with like a human face on it. And then a giant elephant, which is called a behemoth. And then he has like a halo mixed with like a horn with it together. So, look at that, guys. Look at that. There's old stuff right here, man. There's a lot of old stuff here. So, and I even had a dream about this. That Mama Cosmos, I had a dream that she was like this. I just saw like a perspective like this, like I was looking at a picture or a movie. And then I see her just drop me straight into it like a freaking water pedal like that. You see? She just drops me like that. I remember when I had a dream about that. And this was on my birthday of 2018. And here's the Octo King. Here it is. Look how good I made this guy. Look how detailed that is. That is detail. I remember showing my friend this. My friend was in shock. Like, this is what he looked like from the side. And this is what he looked like from the back. And then these are his mouth. So yeah, man. I had a dream of the Cosmic Octo King. And I wasn't scared of him. I was just like, why are you trying to get in here? But there's more to that, obviously. Because don't be surprised if there was beings around here that were like this. Just floating around, doing their own thing. So, That's why you gotta pay attention to some your dreams and shit like that, and write them down and stuff like that. And this is the first dream I ever had. I thought they were AI, but no, they were cosmic intelligent beings, and they're what's it? They were called the Neptunians basically, and I found out that I created them and stuff like that. This is what they look like. You know, when I first saw them and stuff like that. This is what they look like. They even have like a ray gun and stuff like that. Then it looks like a. What happened was this. You don't do this anymore. What happened was that these wicked ones fucked them up so bad that they literally had to make their own. You know how what is it? You know that movie what's that movie called? What's that movie called? Stormtroopers. There's a part in that movie where the main character has a gash in his thigh, and then they put him in a green liquid like this, and he gets regenerated. Basically. And this little quote unquote chip here, this is actually from Mama. This is from nature and myself to make these beings, basically. Right? So they were just literally, they were created and manifest from the planet, and then there was a lot of things that happened that lead up for them to go to the planet Neptune, basically. And there was a lot of science too, because one day I was trying to figure out who wore these beings, and then I saw a symbol in a car that had this symbol, and my higher self was literally like, dude, just turn around and look at it. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then this symbol popped up, and I'm like, Neptunian? What? A Neptune? I was like, what the hell? And then that's when I found out that these beings are Neptunians, you know, and I find out a lot more about them, and you guys are going to see them soon. And at first I thought this was like a wicked thing right here, but it's not. It's another creature, basically. It's probably not named that, obviously, reptilian, because I named it that, because at the time, back in 2018, I was still trying to figure out all of this stuff. And this is old. I already know what these beings are already. So this is when I was figuring out more stuff, and then was getting more deep into myself, and I found out a lot more stuff around 2018 and then 19, you know. So, because I woke up around 2012, and a lot of people did woke up around 2012. So, I even had a dream. I'll go back to the plush monsters soon, guys, but I want to mention this real quick. I also had a dream that I was in a wrestling event in a ring, just talking to people, but everything was like black. Everything like was all shiny. I had like a light here shining on me, and then the crowd was just listening to me, and I was just talking. I don't know what I was talking about, but I was doing it. That's the only thing I can remember. There's other dreams here that I put too. Like, I even had a dream about Trump once. Yeah. So, if you guys still want me to talk about my old dreams and stuff like that, I have them like written down here. It's not all of them, but some of them. And let's see. Oh yeah, I even had a dream about that. Let's see. Look at this. This was in 2018, guys. I have to show you this now, since what's happening. Supposedly, my sister had a dream about the moon looking like this, and we thought it was like an explosion or something like that. See, explosion / on fire, you know? I didn't put a question on it, but that's why I was just like, you know? And then I had my siblings here and all that, and my friend and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, and then it shows the, I had a dream when I was hanging out with my friends and all that, and I saw this. And then you see a giant Nephilim here, a brother, basically. And then people are running away and all this stuff. And then I'm only here standing my ground. The giants are here, basically. And when I was standing my ground, all the giant did was look at me and walked away. That's all he did. Because at the time I thought he was gonna attack me. I thought he was gonna hit me in the dream or something like that. But I stood my ground. And I'm looking at him like this, and he looks at me like, and walks away. Now it's kind of funny looking back at it. I'm just like, sorry, brother. That shit's funny as fuck, though. That shit's funny as hell. It's kind of funny. Let's see. And then I had like it was almost like a Batman moment. How there was like a bat symbol or something like that. I think I just put that there for the sake of like what's happening in this picture. It's I even put I will stop you. Um, what's it? Yeah, I will stop you. No, we will. Some shit like that. I was writing stupidly around that time too. That doesn't even make fucking sense the more I look at it. I'm like, what the fuck I wrote down there? Mistakes, but that's fine. And then this one I put for the villain. You might be. Oh yeah, okay. So it's reverse. Sorry. So look at that. Because you know in comic books you got to read this way then this way. I made it Japanese this way then this way by accident. You might be Batman again, going like me being like Batman. You might be Batman, but can you stop us? Can you, Tisk? This is the dream that I had, and I saw these motherfuckers in the background in this too. And then I said, I will stop you. No, we will. See, now it makes a little bit more sense. And then here's another dream when someone was like, dude, Ragnarok is coming. Some random person was literally saying, dude, Ragnarok is coming. And this is from 2018. And I'm like, wait, what? And then I wake up. And I'm like, ... when? That's what happened, man. I had a dream about that. And then I woke up and I'm like, when? So I had to draw that shit really quick. And stuff like that. And I will, again, I'm going back to my plush monster soon. It's just I want to show some of this stuff here. And I drew myself here. This is back last year. You see how I have my weapons here that come out? You know, I have my wand, my higher self sword. There's a whole story about my higher self sword, guys. You have no idea. Korra's right here, my plush monster, my umbrella knife, and then my flower key. You know. Look at me. Look at those wings, baby. You know. So I'm a little bit more upgraded now. Like the tail is like has a face on it and stuff like that because I evolved to like a chimera type creature. So I might have to get a pen and fix that. But I probably can do it right here. But I'll do it later. And I think that's it for this one. Let's see. This is my other dream book that I have. Oh, is this just information stuff? Yeah, some information stuff and some dreams, extra stuff there. Alright, so going back to the monster plushies here. Okay, so I already talked about the Octo King. Now I got this guy. This guy's literally from Pokemon. You know, when I found it, when I found out, like, I literally saw this monster. It just popped in my head, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a Pokemon monster. And I had to look it up, and I'm like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. And then that was a time when I literally, not the time, but that's when I truly did find out that, hey, this shit, all these stuff that they show with Pokemon and all of that, and all these monsters lived in this planet. All right? And I don't know if I even dated this or something like that. I don't think I did. But, yeah. I thought it was pretty cool, too, to have that type of creature and stuff like that. Then I got the eye. I've seen this type of creature so many times in video games, in anime, and in real life. I've seen this creature a lot. A lot. And then we got Cyclops, brother Cyclops here. And then we got a Hydra. We got Hawk. We got technically the parodies of Donald and Goofy, but I used their I named them differently. Dippy Griff is using a frying pan while David Duck is literally using fireworks. So these guys are great. They're really awesome. And they're literally, when you really think about it, they're the reasons why Donald and Goofy even exist to begin with. Because these are the original, baby. All right, seriously, these are the original. They just have different names. And this one's Centipede. Because since I love the video game Centipede, I literally just have a plush monster that's like that. Imagine that thing going around right next to me and kicking these Wicked Beans' asses. It's the same thing when it comes to the Naga, you know? I even imagine myself like battling these guys basically. Like I just like be so smooth and everything in the serpent would just go like every time I move like smoothly like this and I spin around and stuff like that, the serpent will spin around with me and if I have a weapon, it will spin with the weapon and then attack the foe, basically attack the wicked ones. So I like that Naga plushie that I use all the time, dude. I don't use it all the time. Sorry, I don't want to say that, but when I do use it, oh man, it's like acrobatic moves. I'm dead serious, man. It's like something you see in. It's like something you see in a Kingdom Hearts game or something like that. I'm dead serious. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, here's a shadow. You know, I always thought it was I always thought that these were cool and have a plush monster of it. Then I got a plush monster of Pinocchio as well when he's turning into a donkey. There's a lot of symbolisms of why he's turning into a donkey, but I always liked the donkey look. Basically, I don't know, something about that look always told me, hey, you know, I don't know, this could be like another character for like a show or some shit like that. But I was just thinking differently with that design when I first saw it as a kid, basically. But it's a plush monster. There's a reason why all of these things resonated with me. It's because I had them, you know. And then my final one is a ghoul, you know. And I mentioned this theme before that I've seen before, so I think that's it. I did left a page blank mainly because if I find more monster plushies, I want to draw them and put them in my book, so I can remember more of what I have, and it's always good to write things down, anyways, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about the plush monsters that I have, and we will see them soon, very soon. We're gonna see these beings very soon. And get ready, guys. Get ready, get prepared. And don't worry about the sleepers. Don't worry about people that don't know or think that, you know, they're gonna fucking die and shit like that. Don't worry about those people. Because this is our time. This is our time. And then these wicked ones, it's their time to fucking leave. It's their time to fucking get their karma. Alright? So, I'll see you guys later. And be safe.